Good evening, everybody. And how are you? I just want to say welcome. I know you see me with a dapper gentleman on the side here. We're going to get to him right now. And guess what? I got another dapper guy on the other side. I'm like straight up. Oh, you have to come over a bit. I'm like straight up, like in McGlory, sandwich between two handsome men. They can't get any better than this. But I think the show will, as you guys can see, I have a crest behind me, and that crest, we're here at the renowned BTVI, and we're going to talk a little bit about BTVI, just a little bit. But we're really here to talk about the ICT program and what it's all about and how profound it is. And I think it's something in the industry that we need to ensure that we have succession when it comes to technology in the Bahamas. And what we're going to do, we're going to go to a quick break. All our viewers out there, we're going to go to a quick break. You know how we do it. We're going to go to a quick break. And then we're going to introduce the two handsome gentlemen that we have on the show tonight. So give us a few seconds and we'll be back. Okay, so we're back. So to all our new viewers out there, welcome to Tech Thursday. And I'm Catherine Sanders, your host. Mr. Tech is behind the scenes tonight, but I'm going to do the best that I could do. I think it's a little better, but nonetheless. So let me introduce my guest. To my left and your right, we have,
Dr. Bob Robertson, I'm the president at BTVI.
okay, he's a little shy, but we're going to warm him up right now. And we have to my right, to your left.
Anthony Ramtula, the current chair of the IT department.
Okay, the IT department. Guys, hear that? To all other departments out there at BTVI, y'all ain't ready. It's the IT department, okay? He's letting y'all know right now. They on top. Plumbing, it's IT. And that's what we push here on Tech Thursday, IT technology, pushing it in the Bahamas, bringing the industry together, making it more uniformed and unified. And that's what we're here to do. We're going to talk about the ICT program. But before we do dabble into what the whole show is about, Dr. Bob, I think I could call you that, right?
Yes, indeed.
Just talk a little bit about yourself and what you
Sure.
do here at BTVI.
So I've been here for about 3 years. I'm originally from Toronto, Canada. I've been the president here during the last 3 years, and we've really tried to emphasize technology as a kind of benchmark for all of the different trades and technology and courses that we offer. As we were talking before the show started, if you happen to work in auto mechanics or auto repair, today a car is basically driven by a computer. You need to know how to work that. So computers and technology is really the backbone of the future skills in the Bahamas, but also elsewhere in the world. And so we've really tried to push it. And fortunately, we've had a really good advocate and supporter and a knowledgeable HOD in the IT department with Mr. Ramtula. So he's been very active in trying to get other areas of the school interested in IT. And not only the school, but also high school students and doing other courses outside of the school. So it's been a really interesting experience for me.
Okay, so you're the man with the plan. He just
Sometimes,
told us.
sometimes.
Okay, so Mr. Ramtulio, tell us a little bit yourself and what you do here at BTVI.
Okay. Well, uh, my name obviously,
Mm-hmm.
we said that already.
Yes.
But I'm actually my specialty is physics and electronics. So
Hold on. You all
IT,
physics? Oh, when I hear that name, physics, but nonetheless.
right? So, but my hobby and
Mm-hmm.
my passion is um, technology.
Okay.
You know, um, so information technology was like just it's my hobby.
Mm-hmm.
So I spend most of my time doing that. So I'm a software developer, software engineer, and I see the the need for technology, in in the country and in the world in general.
Right.
Because, for example, right now the fastest growing field is probably cybersecurity, and so at BTVI, I brought that kind of passion. So we're doing this mostly for love. And now, so I've been at it for about 10 years, and we're kind of now seeing some of the fruits of our labor.
Oh, that's
And then in the last 3 years with Dr. Robertson, um, he brought in this different perspective as an expert with online education and as an academia person in academics, um, 3 master's degree, PhD, stuff like that. And so we started to combine um, actually what we're doing with research and then with the data, um, with the trends in the world. We've kind of retailored our program. And I think we have made an impact so much so um, there'll be for the previous 2 years, we took the CompTIA award for best, I think, academic partners in the Caribbean and Latin America. Um, and, we moved from a mere Cisco Academy to an instructor training center to now an ASC.
wow.
So it's going. And then now we have the um, this ICT program,
Mhm.
which
We'll dabble into that later. That's
yeah.
the whole meat of this. I don't want people getting too much yet. I
Okay.
want y'all to get ready for it. I want y'all to understand what ICT is, and this is especially for parents out there who, you might have a gifted child, and they're not interested in writing novels or doing what the traditional school is giving them. This program should be or may be an option for your son or your daughter out there, and you don't know what to do with them. This ICT program may open your eyes to what your child could do in the future. And for our viewers, our younger viewers out there, you didn't know what you want to do. You're sort of not doing good in physics, as most people don't, or you may not be doing good in culinary arts, or everybody does hospitality. That's a big thing in the Bahamas, hospitality. You may not be gifted in that, and you may feel like, what am I going to do? Technology may be a passion, and BTVI may be the answer that you're looking for. So we're going to get into that meat like soon. We want to make sure everybody's here to listen, and give you all a few more moments to see both these handsome guys' faces. Hey, everybody wins tonight. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to our sponsors. We have a few people we have to say thank you to for hosting and putting on the show. And we're going to cut y'all out in a few seconds. Okay. But anyway, it's here, so let's do the lightning round. We wasn't going to do it this show, but yeah, we're going to do the lightning round. Okay. I think you guys know what the lightning round is about.
We're about to find out.
Yeah.
Yep.
This is live, people, but nonetheless, the lightning round, they heard about you professionally. They may be like, well, who these guys really are? So what the lightning round does is it lets our viewers know a little bit about yourself. It ain't too deep. Like, we ain't got to be a password to that, because I'm doing this, I'm gonna be like, you trying to get my password? No, we ain't get your password for your ATM card. But what we want to do, we let them feel like, oh, that's my friend over there. So we just ask you like 3 questions, easy questions, and both of you have to answer. Like, don't
Okay.
steal each other answers. Okay, we'll start with Dr. Bob. Apple to orange.
Orange.
Apple to orange.
Apple.
Okay, so there are different spectrums. Okay. Conch salad or conch fritters?
Fritters.
Conch salad or conch fritters?
Salad.
Okay. And what everybody does, we ask all of our IT professionals: Apple, Android.
Mm.
Yeah. It depends.
It depends.
And we agree on that.
This is one thing they agree on. It depends. This is the first. This is the first show where anybody was like, it depends. Everybody tends to like Apple or Android. They just stick on it.
I thought you were going to ask us if we both went to Dalhousie University.
Yay!
Like you and I
No,
did,
we would
so,
ask
yeah,
that.
okay.
No, we all went to.
Yeah.
We have to say we go to BTVI. We
Yes,
won't
of
do
course.
that. Okay, so now we're back. You guys know about them professionally. You know their likes and their dislikes and what they stand in the middle about. So now what we're going to jump into is sponsors. So we want to say thank you, of course, as Standards Consultants. They support us in everything we do, all of our equipment. So we want to thank you, Standards Consultants. And for you guys out there, if you need anybody to help with your networking, any of that stuff, reach out to us. And those are our numbers right on the screen. Thank you, guys. And Bahamas IPTV, for who don't know, I like to watch TV. I like to watch those like drama shows. But if you guys know what just happened with us with that company, they cut out a lot of our channels. If you want to catch your different shows, check out Bahamas IPTV and Communication Solutions. They have different packages. They have really, I wouldn't say cheap, but not really costly packages. Check them out. Let them know we sent you. Gerard is definitely going to give you a deal. And Alive, yes, y'all know I get extra hype when I hear Alive. Alive, we want to thank you for always sponsoring us and always just being there for us. And for anybody who having problems, y'all know we've been having problems with BTC. Check out Alive. They will definitely set you right. And we're back. So now let's get into the sauce. So we're here. You guys been hearing about ICT. What is ICT?
Maybe I'll just start with a high-level point of view on it, and then Mr. Ramtula can get into the details. But the government has an initiative to really make the economy more diversified in the Bahamas, and That's not too unusual. A lot of economies are trying to do that, but in the Bahamas in particular, we have financial and hospitality, drivers of the economy. But the jobs of the future, and you spoke about why parents might be interested in trying to get their child into a program like that. But the jobs of the future are primarily about IT related jobs. There was a report a few weeks ago in the U.S. that said by 2022, which is only 2 or 3 years away, there's going to be a shortage of 1.2 million programmers in the U.S. And those programmers are making pretty good money, 75 to $100,000 a year. So one of the things we say at BTVI is if you can learn a trade, you can earn a living. So certainly in technology, if you learn a trade, you have money coming in. You can support yourself and your family. So we've really pushed the more aggressive introduction of IT across all disciplines, as I said earlier. And fortunately, we had someone in Mr. Ramtula who had that vision. He could see it. So one of the things that I was really impressed about that he's done is he's actually linked our courses to international certifications like Cisco, for example, and CompTIA. So basically what we're trying to do with this program to support the government's initiative about getting these young people into jobs when they finish high school is to make sure that they not only have a BTVI diploma, but they have approximately 10 industry certifications that will help them when they graduate from high school, literally walk straight into a job, or alternatively, walk straight into a bachelor's program. So we've got articulation agreements with different schools. So they would take their 2 years basically of credit from BTVI and maybe move it to a school like Georgia State, for example, or Valencia College in Florida. It gives students options, and that's one of the key things I think you want to do. Certainly, as a parent, I want my children to have options.
Hmm.
And what we've done and what Mr. Ramtoul has done very well is to provide options for Bahamian young people to look either at a job, as I said, or further education. And that's really what the program's about to me. But on
Hmm.
the technical level, I'll let Mr. Ramtoul explain it.
So
Well, even before we get technical,
mhm.
you know, especially for our summer ICT program,
Mhm.
the the government saw the need to motivate
Mhm.
the young people of the country.
Mhm.
One way to motivate somebody is to give them an opportunity to earn.
Mhm.
So for 3 summers, starting from when you leave grade 9,
Okay.
you sign up with us and we put you on this program. And as Dr. Robertson is saying, by the time you graduate high school, you're going to be, I wouldn't even say dual qualified because you will have your high school diploma. You
Mhm.
will have, a I think, a certificate, um, and you will have multiple international certifications. Now, you know that saying that you teach a man to fish,
Mhm.
he'll eat forever.
Yep.
But if you just fish for him, then
Mhm.
that's it.
Yep. That's it.
Well, we've combined both
Y'all be
because,
multi-talented. We
right,
fish it and we can fry it for y'all. We can do it every day.
exactly. So the students are being paid, so they don't
Hold on,
have
hold
to
on,
go to work.
hold on, hold on. And they getting paid?
They're getting
Stipend.
paid a
Oh,
stipend.
how old the students got to be? They can't be over 38.
They have to be leaving grade 9. Yeah, they have to be leaving grade 9.
What?
So they're highly motivated, not only that because they don't have to think about a summer job. That's
Mhm.
covered. So you have
Mhm.
your summer job, and you're now in this exciting field
Mhm.
of technology.
Okay, let's just repeat the name of the program. It's ICT, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, and this particular instance is called the Summer ICT
So
Program.
summer, parents listen, it's called the Summer ICT Program. And it's more geared towards when you leave grade 9, right?
That's a requirement.
Okay.
When you're leaving grade 9, you could apply.
Okay.
So, like for example, this year we have only 150 spots,
Mm-hmm.
and we had close to 700 applications between
What?
New Providence and Grand
Awesome.
Bahama.
Wow.
One of the reasons for that is because we have now, from the last cohort,
Mhm.
we have over 100 students with
Mhm.
international certifications,
Oh,
and they were just went into grade 10.
wow. They international?
Yes,
Wow.
not only that they are international, but they're also employable already, or they could be entrepreneurs because they learned HTML, JavaScript, CSS, so they could build websites. They learned Python, and
Parents, Dino Snake now. Dino Snake for y'all out there. For y'all, listen, Dino Snake. Don't get scared.
Right.
That is not a snake. Listen, okay, let's stay
Right.
focused.
So they learned Python
Mm-hmm.
as an introduction in their first um, the first term, so to
Mm-hmm.
speak, and so they're started to be, their path to becoming a software engineer, in addition to the other courses that they're doing. But I mentioned Python in particular because just today I heard on the radio the Caribbean, the I think the tourists, they did some research, and
Mm.
the governor just the minister in Freeport just mentioned that, when we opened in Freeport, that what we need data analysis. One of the best
Wow.
programmers in the world for data analysis is Python. So we have a long view. Some of our goals,
Mm-hmm.
um, we haven't even put words to it, but we have long goals. So we're
Listen,
planting these seeds.
they're
It's
visionaries here. They're visionaries here, and I want to applaud you. Sorry for interjecting, but I want to applaud both of you guys for the vision and the implementation. Because sometimes we have this vision, but it's not, people just have it there. But you guys have actually implemented it and have the ball rolling. So I want to applaud you guys if nobody else has. You guys are doing a good job.
Can I just mention another innovative thing that Mr. Ramtula did this year? So last year, as he mentioned, a number of students graduated. They have these international certifications. So
Mhm.
this year, we hired some of them to teach the first year students as
Wow.
teaching assistants. So not only do they get paid, they get paid additionally as a TA, but they also have on their resume that
Mhm.
they've been an instructor in the ICT program, and they're only in grade 10.
Listen, I going back to
So
school.
so by the
They
time
put you
they
back
get
to
through the
school.
program in by the time they get through the program in grade 12, they'll have
Mhm.
multiple years of doing not only the learning part but also the teaching part. And
Oh wow.
younger people obviously like to learn from younger people in
Yeah,
some
that's smart.
cases, and
Yeah.
so it's a win-win for everybody in that instance. And I think, as Mr. Ramtula said, the government has really found a niche here, and I haven't seen too many other places in the world that have picked up on this type of situation.
Yeah, that's brilliant.
Yeah. So
Python, we're ending
yeah,
with.
well, Python is just one of the examples of the languages that we're teaching these students,
Mhm.
and the goals that we're planting the seed for these careers down the line.
Mhm.
So, for example, the second year students, they're learning Java, but they're developing Android applications and
Mhm.
desktop applications. So again, we've now added entrepreneurship. So we're not only teaching you to go and work for someone,
Mhm.
we're trying to inspire you
Right.
to, be
Okay.
something greater. And I must say that the program is well supported.
Mhm.
We have good equipment. This year alone, we have some students who don't have equipment at home. Dr. Robertson is getting them Chromebooks and stuff like that.
Mhm.
So it's really the what we're doing is on par with the first world countries,
Oh wow.
and the students are excited.
Oh
Not
wow.
only about the pizza, but but the actual being able to work with Arduino boards, Raspberry Pis, creating application that works from
Mhm.
day one. Uh,
Blockchain.
and blockchain, artificial intelligence, all of that we have included in this program. Now, what makes it even more innovative is that, and as I said, Dr. Robertson is an expert with online training.
Mhm.
And this program goes for 10 weeks,
Mhm.
but you have 5 weeks face to face and 5 weeks completely online,
Okay.
which means your parents could still take you to Disney World,
Mhm.
and you could still go to school. You're still getting your education,
Mhm.
you're still having your fun, and you will still get paid and pass your certification. So it's just like win, win, win,
Win.
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 So the motivation to stay in this program and to perform is
Mhm.
really high.
And on Fridays, you get pizza.
Hey, coming on Friday. Friday's tomorrow. When I come in here, I all can see me here. Like I was a student. I gotta eat a little pizza. But I mean, I hope your parents are listening. For you parents out there, you might have, a lot of people, and two, I'm gonna push this. It may seem a little weird, but I'm gonna push this for you. For our parents out there who has daughters. A lot of times when people think IT this, it's male dominated. Male dominated. But for parents that you have daughters, your daughter may not be the most culinary suave person. IT. Put them in IT. They may be good with developing programs. Check out the program. You might have a daughter going in the ninth grade. You don't think she's going to do well in English, or check out the program. I don't know what are your thoughts on women in IT?
Oh, wow. Well, first and foremost, I think about 65% of our subscribers are
Women.
women.
Yeah.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Yes. And
Wow.
on July 18th,
Mhm.
we'll be hosting the Cisco Girl Power Tech in the Bahamas for the first time on both islands, Grand Bahama and New Providence.
July
And
18th.
July 18th and I think 17th. And what that program is about is Cisco was one of our biggest supporters in technology.
Mhm.
They're sponsoring this venture to motivate girls between the ages of 13 and 18. And BTVI is um, the say we're coordinating all that and
Mhm.
driving that.
Okay. If we
Cisco's been really helpful in a lot of ways. They've helped with training instructors and helping us to get access to resources. So
Mhm.
it's really important for us to help them to support, girls in
Right.
technology. It's really a
Mhm.
good idea.
We
Oh.
just had 3 instructors we just sent to Texas. They
Mhm.
just came back, experts in IoT,
Mhm.
Internet of Things,
Mhm.
and so our people are not only not passionate, they're well trained.
Oh wow. So you parents, they ain't just come here to eat pizza all day. They're actually gonna be
Mhm.
trained from professionals and from people, as you can hear from Mr. Ramtula, people of passion, and Dr. Bob, people of passion about what they're doing. So these your kids, a lot of parents, like, oh, my child, they may not be secure, they ain't safe. They're gonna be safe. The campus is secure. When we pull up the secure, it's like, hey, so your child is gonna be secure. We almost see it come through the gate, but your child is safe, secure, and it's definitely gonna be beneficial. Because one, if y'all weren't listening, they're actually getting paid to learn. Y'all have listen, I wish I could get paid to learn. So your child is gonna get paid to learn. Listen, I have two nieces. They're going to grade 9 next year. I go register them myself for this program. Y'all know. Y'all gonna be on this program because y'all getting paid. I getting tips in that first check. Y'all, I want my 10%. But for all our parents out there, aunties, uncles, please. I mean, but what's the normal space? We're gonna get into space. How much
Well,
space is usually allotted?
we've developed the program
Mm-hmm.
for 100 students in Nassau
Mm-hmm.
and 50 in Freeport.
Mm-hmm.
We were a little bit oversubscribed last
Yeah, a
year.
little bit. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because we have capacity,
Mm-hmm.
we need to provide all the equipment and all that. So
Mm-hmm.
right now, this year, we have let's almost 250 students in the
Wow.
program. So I
Mm-hmm.
guess we'll expand. But one thing that this program is, it's a model for other programs that are coming online.
Mm.
Dr. Robertson could speak about those programs, but it
Mm-hmm.
is, where we're testing out how to deploy certain technologies to train people across the entire Bahamas.
Mm-hmm.
It's just that New Providence and Grand Bahama is the epicenter.
Right.
So
Okay.
these were selected obviously because they're population centers, but it's really, in our view, a pilot.
Mm-hmm.
And as we talked before the show started, there are people
Mm-hmm.
on other islands who should have access to it.
Right. Mm-hmm.
So if we can put some programming like this online, we can get dual enrollment for high
Mm-hmm.
school students, so they can finish a similar program very, very inexpensively, and finish with a certificate at the end of their high school period as well.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So when was the ICT program created?
Last summer.
Last year.
Yeah.
That was
Yeah.
the first year. And
Mhm.
just within 1 year, this thing has blossomed.
Mhm.
So that means that speaks for itself. Because, usually in the Bahamas especially, it takes a long time for good news, to like spread. But if this thing has spread, you said over 700 students subscribe this.
Yeah,
Plus,
yeah, because they had to take an exam this year because
Okay.
we need to be impartial in who comes into the
Right.
program.
Mm-hmm.
It's not for charity.
Right.
It's actually, there's a plan, and in fact, a lot of the credit for making this happen goes to our current prime minister.
Okay.
Yeah, this after kind of people didn't realize what BTVI was capable of.
Mm-hmm.
And then after you realize that what BTVI, y'all doing that, y'all could do that,
Mm-hmm.
then the idea came about, and is you could say it's his program.
Oh, okay, Prime Minister. Right honorable. You're getting credit too. You, Cisco, we throw names out there. But, although they're giving a lot of the credit, I honestly, from just sitting and talking to Dr. Bob beforehand, and Ramtula came in like right in the nick of time, you guys really take all the credit. You have to take all the credit. You can't be that humble.
It's a team.
It's a team effort.
It's a team
no
effort.
I in team.
Yeah.
There's no I in team.
And we have great faculty too, as we were talking. I
Right.
mean, a lot of these faculty members just
Mhm.
jumped into it, and they needed some additional accreditation and training.
Mm-hmm.
No problem. They all started to do it, and they like what they're doing. They like the students, and I think one of the points you made is like we have like smaller class sizes. Now we have TAs involved as well, teaching
Mhm.
assistants.
Mm-hmm.
And so if you happen to be a student who's really interested in technology and you try hard, but you're just not making the grade, they're not going to let you fail. They're going to make sure you pass. They're going to help you. They're going to hold your hand. They're going to help you with those exams. If you take the international cert exam the first time, maybe you
Mhm.
don't pass it, you don't do well, they'll sit down with you, figure out what you need to do to pass it,
Mhm.
and they'll help you through it a second time, which I think is really important. You want to give the kid a real good shot at it.
That's good. So the program has already started for this summer.
Mhm.
Oh yeah, tomorrow will be the end of week 1.
Okay. So for parents, you guys, you've missed it. I know all this good sauce we giving you all, and y'all just missed it. Y'all just by a few weeks or maybe days. For next year, for parents who are thinking about, okay, I got jot this down on my calendar for next year. They have their 2020 calendar already out.
Right.
How does the process work when it comes to enrollment? What do they have to do?
Well, we could go from the theoretical point of view.
Mm-hmm.
And when this program was envisioned, really the principals and guidance counselors from the high school were supposed to select these students.
Mm-hmm.
But we have not used that model so much because it's just so many people.
Mm-hmm.
Some people are homeschool. We have a
Mhm.
few people are homeschool coming to this program.
Mm-hmm.
So but one thing I want to add before we wrap up is the fact that BTVI is the epicenter for free education in the Bahamas.
Mm-hmm.
So with people with children
Mhm.
that have passed grade 9, you still have the option to come here and sign up. And I think once you're doing 9 credits or 3 classes, the government of the Bahamas will pay for your education.
Eh.
Now you won't get any stipend, but you will learn how to fish.
So yeah, if you have an interest in IT, we don't just have the ICT program.
Mhm.
There are other programs that can essentially get you job ready,
Mhm.
and that's really the key to
For
it.
high school students?
Some for high school students, we have dual enrollment programs, and so there are other ways to be able to prepare yourself for the work world,
Mhm.
and that's really what we're trying to do, and we're going to expand those options as well.
Okay.
Right.
So,
A lot of people here vocational. They don't think career,
right.
but BTVI is a career training center. Basically,
Mhm.
you go to a mainstream university, you do your degrees, you're still not ready for the world of work. So you'll have people finish their bachelor's, they still come to BTVI for their certifications.
Mhm.
But you could come here, get the certs, and finish the bachelor's.
Okay, so we go back to we sort of went off the question, but for next year, when is the deadline? And for we have parents who actually have their kids in private school, like QC and the SACs. Is it limited to them, or is it only to like
Once you're a
government schools?
Bahamian in high school, leaving grade 9,
Mhm.
you could apply.
So if they come in from Life Key, ain't no problem. Life Key, just
Um,
making sure. I got a couple of them too.
well, as I said, we
Mhm.
have not seen any from Life Wiki.
Okay.
In
Y'all
fact,
had
I
us?
think this semester, like we have about 10 from like CR Walker.
Mhm.
It's a nice mix. We have
Mhm.
from all the schools,
Okay.
and the distribution is natural.
Okay.
And on top of everything, as I said, there's a selection process that's very impartial.
Okay.
So the exam to get in is basically math, English, and some sort of
Some
technology.
IT and a little
IT,
psychology,
Yeah,
because we want to make sure you're not just coming for the stipend.
correct.
Okay.
So
Yeah, so
you need to be
you're getting
signs
in
that you're
trouble there.
Right now, I'm in trouble like that. My picture, when they have X over
Yeah,
it.
it's not only age for you,
I
it's
know
also, yeah.
the money.
Right.
Y'all, I could keep it quiet. I get 2X already.
Yeah.
Man, shucks. So parents, no deadline. You didn't give me the deadline for like
Well,
next year.
June.
June.
Yeah, basically from June 1st. We normally start the program about the 24th of June
Yeah.
because we want your last report card.
Okay.
Because grade 9, we need to know how you did.
Yeah, and as the term ends, as the school year ends, we actually we get all the counselors to come in. We give them information about the deadlines and the process for enrollment. So we talk to the counselors. They distribute it to the high schools, and based on the success of the first year, now it's word of mouth. Everybody knows about it. If you're in high school, you've heard about this program.
Oh wow.
That's why there were 700 applications this year.
Wow. Yeah, I was shocked when you said 700. I was like, wow,
Yeah.
this news spread like wildfire. So this also for you guys, your counselors out there too. You know, if you didn't hear about it, you know, in those private schools, if you didn't hear about it, who would they come to talk to? They come to Mr. Ramtulo.
We just come to the
Bob?
IT department, but
Yeah.
you know, pretty much everyone on campus knows.
Oh, y'all are the shining stars on
Yeah.
campus. Okay. All right. So for our parents out there, for our aunts, for our uncles, counselors, homeschools. I know there are a lot of different homeschools out there, little small private schools. Check out the program, and technology is I wouldn't say it's the future. Technology is now. You know, you can't do anything like Dr. Bob said, just simply as your car, simply as your phone. You know, everybody have their phone up to the air. Everything is technology. Everything is technology. And here on Tech Thursday, we push technology. And this is why I reached out to you guys, because when I heard about the program, I was like, this is a perfect program. The other week, we had another program that's doing basically the same thing. I mean, not on this scale, you know. And I mentioned it to her, and she was supposed to reach out to you guys too, in regards to. Anyway, we leave that part. But anything that is making sure that there's succession in IT, I applaud it, because especially in the Bahamas, you know, the industry is sort of disjointed, I think, and we really want to unify it here with Tech Thursday. And me and Ramtul, we got some talking to do after this with the industry. Dr. Bob, we'll probably talk to you too. But
you get some students involved too.
Yeah.
You find out what their views are, because I think they'd be great to speak to an interview.
Because that's what I was just gonna say probably offline, but you know, I think we have a psychic over here. He's like all in my head.
Yeah.
We were going to say we could probably come to one of the classes and just probably do some shots, and you know, if it's possible, I don't know.
Oh yeah, yeah.
If it's definitely possible, because they're future. You know, when you retire, or when the other standards consultants retire, the MTechs retire, there has to be somebody there to
Absolutely.
to fit the role. Okay, so for everybody out there who just joined in, you know, we Behemoths, we joined, come lately. We're talking about the ICT program. It's for future technologists out there. This how you can make you all interested in. You come into class and you're getting paid, and on Friday you're getting pizza. But it ain't all about that though. It's about learning, and it's about, like Mr. Ramtul is saying, it's not about just giving them fish. It's about teaching them how to fish. And if you don't get that, you only belong in the ICT program. But in closing, I don't know if there's anything else we want to say that's going on with BTVI
we
and
appreciate
technology
the opportunity.
department.
Yeah, we appreciate the opportunity to get the information out, because I think one of the pieces of the puzzle is just to pass information to people about the options that are available. But as we mentioned, it's not just the ICT program. BTVI is heavily invested in growing technology in other ways. So if you happen not to be in grade 9, going into grade 10, the ICT program is not going to fit for you, but we have other options.
BTVI is the place.
It's the place to be.
Career and training, and now you know, ICT, the Internet of Things, automotive, all of that. This kind of like it comes together. You know, smart homes.
Right.
So we have we're covering almost everything. It just happened to be that, you know, IT is where it's starting, where the seed has been planted. But if you're interested in a career,
right,
BTVI is the place to start, because it's not the end.
Right, it's the start.
It's the start.
Okay, so we're going off topic a little. So for my older folks out there, like my friends, and I can say all names, they begin with T. So if they wanted to do technology, how would that process work? Like if they wanted to be like, you know, most the people out there watching, they have careers. What are the steps?
So that's really a good point. So we now have, as Mr. Ramtula said, we have government scholarship funds for people like that. So if you're
Mhm.
already employed and you want to look at changing careers,
Mm-hmm.
all you have to do is come down to BTVI, fill out a scholarship application form.
Mm-hmm.
You have only until July the 12th, though, because those forms are going like hotcakes. Everybody's taking these forms.
So you need to say July the 2nd. Oh no, that's already gone. You
It's
need to say
gone.
July
Yeah,
the 6th.
12th is
Okay.
is the last day. But basically, your tuition would be paid for, and you
Okay.
could take IT courses
Mm-hmm.
similar to what we talked about with industry certifications
Mm-hmm.
and complete a diploma or a certificate or a degree in IT. So there's, like I said, there's a lot of different options, and we're trying to recognize that people are different. Some of them have a family, some of them want to change careers.
Mm-hmm.
The ICT is basically for high school students, and I think we're filling a really nice niche there, and it's working really well.
Mm-hmm.
But we have other programs that are available as well.
Okay. So you guys are there, like I say, one of my friends who name begins with T. I know you're watching. If you're interested in technology, and I know you are, BTVI is a place to go. You don't have to go over the seas. You don't have to do any of that. BTVI is here, and they giving you a career.
Learn a trade, earn a career.
Learn
Yeah.
a trade, learn a career. All right. I got coin that now. That could be mine. I got coin that. See, I can't use it anymore. But again, I want to thank you for helping the industry. And I know you would have been in the industry for a while,
Yes.
locally, and I just want to thank you and thank you for helping the industry and further develop the industry, because at times, like I said, the industry is a bit disunited. You're not united, if it's a better choice of words. And I want to thank you guys for bringing it together and ensuring that there is succession for the future. And in closing, I don't know if there's anything else you want to say.
Thank you very much for the opportunity.
Thank you for
Okay.
having us.
Good night.
Okay.
Okay, now back to you supposed to.